Welcome to Rehabilitoy.
Alan here with Rehabilitoy. Wanted to share with you a fun little project that I've been working on. We've been kind of playing around with marbles, and I built a marble track a little while ago out of cardboard, and that was fun, but it's rather involved in order to make them, and you can't really rearrange them or reuse them, and cardboard tracks take up a lot of space. So I wanted to come up with something that was relatively easy to build and could be repurposed into other things. So I thought I'd try my hand at building a Lego marble run. So here's the overall structure. See if I can fit it all into the frame. So basically it's just a simple zigzag track. The marble starts at the top, it falls through to the next level and continues on until it gets to the bottom. And at the bottom is this kind of off balance little cart. I used a single axle on it so that it could pivot in the middle, slightly longer in the front than it is in the back, and then it has these counterweights in the back to counteract the force of the marbles as they fall in. I use these wedge pieces to create a groove where the marbles sit, and then there are some other pieces in here to kind of provide some structure and some support so that it holds together as the marbles impact it. It'll hold 7 marbles, and then once the 8th marble falls in, the whole thing tips and spills them out into a little marble catch that I have set up on the other side. There's a little stand here that kind of keeps it aligned, and then in the back there's this brick that helps to lift the back end up just slightly, so it's only slightly off center and not fully tilted back. So I'll go ahead and set that back into its little stand there, and you can see how it sets. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some marbles in here. You can watch the marble action, and then once I get to 7 marbles here, then what we'll do is watch the tilt bed dump all the marbles out, kind of twist it for you so you can watch that action as well. I'm going to go ahead and start at the top. Let's see if I can get it to work this time. There we go. Before I put the other marbles on, I did want to show you these tracks that run in between, the zigzag track. These are built upside down, and the reason that I did that is I thought it would be easier for the marble to roll on the underside of the brick with a smooth track, and you can see there's a gap in between, as opposed to having it run on the top where it would have to hit the connectors on the top, and it's kind of rough and it would tend to slow the marble down. But at the same time, building the entire structure upside down was problematic. I find that the bricks don't hold up as well when they're upside down. And even with this structure, I had to add quite a few pieces to make it firm and strong so that as the marble came down and hit it, it didn't disintegrate. This is the landing zone, and you'll see I used 4 of these kind of upside down wedge-shaped bricks to catch the marble and realign it on the track so that it could continue down. And then on the other end is just an opening where the marble falls through, and I had to build it up on the end. The marble tends to hit this extra brick that I've added, so that stops the marble and allows it to fall straight through. All of the levels are exactly the same. They simply alternate when they go onto the tower. And if you look at the design of the tower, the supports are exactly on the same level on each side. So the towers are identical going up, so it makes it very easy to add additional levels to the tower simply by replicating the brick pattern and the little support brick that sticks out. So let me go ahead and set this one back on. And it just sits in there, it doesn't connect, but it's solid enough that will hold the marble up. So what I'm going to do is preload the dump bed with 6 more marbles, and then we'll let the 8th one fall through and you can see it dump out. I'll turn it so you can see the action a little bit better. Okay, I have the dump bed preloaded with 7 marbles. I have the last one here. I'll drop it onto the track, and then you should see it when it hits the bottom. It should dump out all the marbles into this little holding area here. And there you go. A lot of fun. You may not want to build this specific design, but maybe it'll give you some ideas of building your own marble track out of Lego. Thanks for watching.